Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. We're about to embark on Chapter 3-3. Before we do that, as usual, a little bit of stuff to do in the base. I don't think there's going to be as much as last time. We did not have any new characters dumped into the party like we did for the previous chapter. So mostly I'm going to be looking at bonus experience. So the difficulty is that I don't think anybody got any of the characters that I would want to give a BXP level to, which would include Ike, because he's capped some stats, Oscar, and Har. I don't think any of them got particularly close to a level. Yeah, Har and Oscar certainly didn't. Ike, more so, but still fairly far away. Titania is close, so I could do, this kind of thing. Gosh, that's still over 1,000, which is to say more than a sixth of what I've got, which is a little off-putting. So I said I was going to do that, but maybe I actually won't. Like, it takes half, a little more than half, to get Har up towards the next level. Like, that's just, ugh. It could definitely make sense to do it with Ike, because I really don't want him to hit a level in the next fight. Oscar's further away and higher level, so not much higher level, but I think I'll go ahead and well, the other thing I guess I can start looking at is, like, what are the actual clear amounts? Although, unfortunately, the amounts on Seren's Forest are sometimes wrong, which doesn't really help. But, so this one purports to have a 1,500 clear bonus, a 750 turn bonus, which is about, it's close to half of what I currently have. So, that's a pretty good amount. And then there's also up to, looks like 1,300 in chapter-specific experience. So maybe I shouldn't be too worried about spending it down. It's only going to get more expensive as time goes on. All right, so we'll do Ike. Magic? No! No, we don't want magic! Blah. Blah. Oh, and he didn't get speed. No. Oh. Gross. Alright. So it would take a little less than 2,200 for Oscar and more for Har, so I can't do both Har and Oscar. Har's only capped one stat, so Oscar's the better choice between the two of them. So what I might do is do Oscar, that's putting me down to 2,000, and then do that with Titania, which is what? 3189. How is that? I guess she is higher level, but golly, that is a lot. But okay, it's fine. That's what it's here for, I suppose. HP luck resistance, that's not really what I'm looking for. I know that last time I said that Oscar was pretty likely to get HP and luck, but I forget whether... Yeah, he'd be expected to get strength or defense in front of resistance. Not that resistance is bad. And he's close to capping it at this point, so it won't have to come up too much more, but... Anyway, alright. So we can do that. I think I will. And And at this point, we probably don't have enough to do anything interesting. Certainly can't give horror level, so that'll be that, I think. I don't think I got any skills. Nope. So look at supports. All right, we can do good old Ike Oscar. Gonna do that. Titania Gatry? Who can Mia support? Who can Shannon support? Mia Gatry could actually make some sense, just because they're going to be sort of the back, like the decent combat units that can't keep up with the ones with more movement. Although, I mean, I guess you could, in theory, you could say that for Ike as well, but he manages to keep up just because he's so strong that it's worth just like having him charge out there. Anyway, I mean, I could do Gatry and Shannon just because, you know, Thunderbolts and Lightning, very, very frightening me. I should definitely do Shannon with somebody. I guess looking at this list, it's pretty much Gatry, so sure, fine, we'll do that. Defense, hit, and avoid. Well, that's not really helping Shannon very much, but oh well. Which for Mia leaves Void, Mist, or Soren. I don't know who's more useful between Void and Soren. They're both... eh. Soren has the whole magic thing going for him. Void feels pretty redundant, so... sure, Soren, I guess. Attack +1. Okay. And can we do Mist and Wrist, just like Healers Unite? Defense, but no Avoid, which would probably be the most useful thing for them, but oh well. Oh, I forgot about Titania. Crap. Wait, I did Mia and Soren, right? Okay, so I can do Titania and Void, I guess, until she builds support with somebody more useful. Sure. Alright, so all we've got left is Heather and Rolf. I'm sure Rolf can't support Heather, so that's fine. Let's take a look at the shop. A Draco Shield and a Flourish. I have no idea what that is. I'm sure I knew at one point in time. I don't now. Why does Flourish exist is the first thing that comes up on Google, so I guess maybe it's not amazing. Reduces the user's attack by 1/2 for 1 round of attack when activated. Okay, yeah, I can certainly see why somebody would ask that question. Alright, not buying that. I wouldn't mind a Draco Shield. I don't know if that it's worth 8,000, putting aside the fact that I have absolutely no money. Who... I mean, I guess I would potentially just give it to Oscar again. But... yeah, I think I can survive without that. I mean, I've already lost, what, 2 Seraph Robes and an energy drop, so what's a Draco Shield, you know, on top of that? Oh, I do actually have some money, in the sense that, hey, got this Reaper card and this Statue Frag. Let me see how much those sell for. 4,000 for the Statue Frag. Yeah. I'll go ahead and just sell that now because there's not really any reason not to. So I do think I need I need another hand axe for Har. So let's get him that. And we'll let Boyd take this one. And then what else did I run through last chapter? Oh, all right. So for the most part, I want this playthrough to be, you know, sort of my own and not like take other people's, like not be just having other people tell me what to do. But it was pointed out to me that I should give the crossbow to Shinon because it allows him to counterattack on enemy phase, and he has the durability for that to make sense. So I am actually going to do that. So other than that, Oscar's Steel Great Lance is a little low, but not so low that it really matters. Oh, there we go. So let's have Har trade Steel Poleaxes with Gatchery. Alright. Oh, Brahm's got a full one too. Who else wants one? Titania's isn't much used up, so that doesn't really matter. Okay. I also wanted to check and see. Okay, we still can't forge ranged, well, 1 to 2 ranged weapons here. I want to double check again. What was the cost of doing this? A lot. I guess the base price of bows is actually higher than it is for. So 640 for a steel axe, 960 for a steel lance, 800 for a steel sword, and 1050 for a steel bow. I don't know why. 800 for a steel knife, that's the same as the sword? Yeah. And then tomes are even... Actually, they're... Oh, but there's some tier 2 tomes. It's weird that you can only do thunder and wind and not fire. Okay. So, I think I'll just hang on to my money for now.
The band's marching halfway across the river already.
Oh, there's good voice acting.
Ah, well, enemies, I understand.
Then it's time to fight. You should go.
Don't remind me. I hate flying. Anyway, give the word, will you?
No need. Our friends heard every word.
Finally, it's time. I've had enough of sitting around. To wing, brothers! Keep up with me if you can!
Yeah, this is a really dramatic cutscene for a not very dramatic chapter. It's a fun chapter, though.
I'm needed elsewhere. Keep them engaged until I return.
Yes, sir.
Nobody questions what he's going off to do.
Well, well. Sorry to drop in unannounced. We thought it best to hunt the strongest prey first.
Of course. Interesting maneuver.
Will you draw your blade?
I trust you know who you face, Zelgius, commander of this army. If you're not worthy of fighting me, then you are only wasting my time.
I'm Ronolf, right hand to Gallia's future king. Will that do?
No, it won't do.
We shall see. I will accept your challenge. And you're ready.
So they carry Titania's horse. I'd never even thought about that before. All right. Oh, we gotta make some cuts this time. So this chapter, I kept mentioning it, and now it's finally here. The chapter where you let the horses out. So this chapter has a 10-turn bonus experience threshold. Obviously, a 15-turn overall condition to burn all of these supplies. So you got supplies here, 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 and here. So there's five sets of supplies. Oh no, 6. Sorry. Obviously, you know, the relatively difficult part is getting to the 3 in the back. It's similar to lighting the torches in some of those Fog of War maps where you just have to walk up to them and you get a command that lights them on fire. I think the enemies may actually be able to put them out. And I think unlike there's a later chapter where the enemies are trying to set fire to houses, and I think unlike that chapter, there's not like a mechanic of the supplies burning up within the span of some number of turns. I think they just have to all be alight at the end. Not that that's particularly tricky because you can just kill the enemies. You can also visit some of the tents, which is kind of funny. The senators will give you stuff to go away. I don't remember what the items you get are, but none of them are so far out of the way that there's any reason for me not to visit them. I have plenty of characters with which to do it. Anyway, I mentioned the horses, so you actually get bonus experience for the horses surviving and the senators surviving. There are 2 senators. They are not here right now, but I think they emerge at some point. Maybe in part in response to you visiting, or maybe just as the turns progress. I don't remember exactly. It says survival for the horses. I thought I remembered the horses actually needing to escape. I don't think the enemies will attack the horses, but I thought I remembered there being like the horses move pretty erratically, but I think they can escape out the side of the map. And I thought you actually wanted them to escape in order to get the bonus experience, but maybe not. Maybe it's just a question of getting them out of the pens. I'm not exactly sure, but anyway, all right. So We're gonna choose some units, and they're not gonna include Rolf. Obviously, I'm going to include. Let's see. These units, and then probably do that. And are we gonna need Heather? I don't know. Shade Scroll. We can steal a Javelin. A Vulnerary. Yeah, okay, so there is a coin on this map, but just one, so not super relevant. So I'm thinking don't bother bringing Heather, which means probably bring Void. I mean, I did support him with Titania, so at the very least he can kind of be a support bot. So that's something. Yeah, sure. So, given that, just want to check, see if there's any of these items that I want to trade around. Like, maybe we'll give Oscar Nephni's Great Lance and Killer Lance and Steel Lance and Javelin. All of the things. Oh, I was actually going to get Oscar a Javelin last time, so that's... yeah. I guess I'll take... well, nah, whatever. He doesn't need a Vulnerary. It's fine. And then, just do that. From... give his hand axe to Titania, I guess. I'd probably going overkill with this, but with the weapons here, but whatever. There's Har. There's Har. I guess that's fine. Yeah, we'll give this thing to Void. Dump these. Dump that. Well, I'm gonna keep that. Oh wait, what's... oh, that's fine. Okay. I think... oh, I guess Shinon can take a Vulnerary. He's not holding enough items that he couldn't. Soren, not. Okay. So, obviously Har is crazy useful here because of his ability to fly over these fences. Let's see, we got a 20 endurance door here, so that won't be difficult to break down. Okay, so I'm wondering whether Har will actually be able to kill this guy without getting zapped. He needs 43 attack. He doesn't quite have it. Oh, that's... yeah, he's too short. Darn. But he can double him, so probably he'll still do that and then park like somewhere over here and then, you know, burn the supplies in the next turn, something along those lines. And everybody else, actually, let's do that. I think we're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's do that. We're good to go here. So first, let's see how this does play out. 1% crit. Boo. This guy got a javelin. Yeah. So actually, if I'm gonna attack this guy, I should do it with a hand axe. I guess I could actually, like, well, if I burn the supplies, then I'm not in a great position to come up and like hit these guys, which I'd like to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That guy won't be able to hit me anyway. How does Hardy do against this guy? With a hand axe. Not amazing. But, I could actually... Let's see. Well, alright, maybe I'll figure that out after I figure out what I'm doing over here. Go! Lame. Actually, guess I'll break the door with hand axe. that actually looks reasonable, unlike when somebody stabs the door with a lance. Dang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah. I guess actually Har could help kill this guy instead. That might make some sense. And I'll let him attack this guy. I think that's fine. Alright, we want to level Titania, so let's do this. Oh. Solid. Strength, skill, defense. I think she might have just capped strength and defense. Ooh, nice. Okay. So I'd like to get her close to a level, and at which point she's pretty likely to cap skill, at least. Like, obviously just wrecks that guy, but maybe we can, like, chip a little bit with Soren for no good reason. Oh, so he doesn't use up his Eddard, because obviously that's going to be an issue. Can't quite get into position to heal Ike, but I suppose that's okay. I missed. We're under attack! So, one of the interesting things also about this chapter is that you fight this dark magic user, which is, oh, well, now the mage doesn't even get to attack R. That's lame. Anyway, you fight this dark magic user who's one of only a small handful throughout the game. I don't remember exactly how many there are, but it's less than 5, I'm pretty sure. And that's including Peleus, who obviously you don't actually fight against. But the point is that it's odd that they went to the trouble to make... I guess Izuka is a dark magic user, so that's another one. Anyway, but it's odd, and in fact that might be all 3 of them. Anyway, it's odd that they chose to do that, like to have dark magic be a thing and to make all the assets and things for it when it's like something that is barely relevant. From a weapon triangle standpoint, it does. I think it does play a role on, obviously not on hard mode, but on normal difficulty, where you have like an anima, thunder, winds, fire triangle, but then there's also the like anima white or light dark triangle like you had in Sacred Stones and maybe some other games. Okay. Oh, is this one of the senators? Oh, oh! Alright, restart. Get out of here, Boyd. We don't need you.